All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. My name is Aaron. Huge news today. Huge news. In today's video, we're going to be covering many different coins, including Dogecoin, including Solana, including Cardano. Check the timestamps below. So many different things that I need to share with you. Metrics, perspective, opinion. And we'll start right here. Again, check the timestamps below. Stay informed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. This is the time that you want to be paying attention to cryptocurrency. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. And times like right now, when not too many people are enthusiastic about it, is when we need to dive deep because big things are happening. Let's start right here. Google, one of the biggest search engines and online behemoths in the world, has lifted its 2018 ban on cryptocurrency advertising. This will be effective August 3rd. This is huge. Let's find out some details. In a surprise move on Wednesday, online advertising behemoth Google lifted a nearly 3-year-old policy banning cryptocurrency exchanges from using its ad services. They said this: beginning August 3rd, advertisers offering cryptocurrency exchanges and wallets targeting the United States may advertise those products and services when they meet the following requirements and are certified by Google. So they do have to meet certain requirements. Crypto companies that are still banned, and perhaps this is for the best, are initial coin offerings, DeFi trading protocols, any kind of advertisements where people are trying to give you signals, where to buy, where to sell. So this is not a blanket unban, but more of a calculated move because Google understands where this industry is going. Because if you've been in the cryptocurrency market for a number of years like we have, you remember at one point, they had Ethereum as a blacklisted word in their ads. So this is a huge step in the right direction. The new advertising policy means that United States-based crypto aficionados may soon be bombarded with ads. Companies like Binance US and FTX are currently battling it out to carve out stateside market share, with FTX in particular willing to spend on unconventional advertising venues. Earlier this year, it was announced that FTX bought the naming rights to the home of the National Basketball Association's Miami Heat until 2040, which will soon be the FTX Arena. So big things are happening in the space. This is bullish. In other news, this was kind of interesting. Galaxy Digital-backed Candy Digital launches and inks a debut deal with Major League Baseball. So you're familiar with how big NBA Top Shots is with NFTs. This, I think, could be just as big. I mean, baseball cards are like the OG, the gold standards of what people think of as collectibles. So baseball cards that are NFTs, people are going to be into this. Candy Digital, a new sports and non-fungible token NFT company backed by some heavy hitters, including Galaxy Digital, including Gary Vee, has teamed up with Major League Baseball. Candy will build an MLB ecosystem to buy, sell, and trade and share officially licensed baseball content NFTs. The first NFT launched will be of Lou Gehrig's Luckiest Man speech, delivered July 4th, 1939, in which the Hall of Fame first baseman was forced to retire because he was diagnosed with ALS, now called Lou Gehrig's disease. This will be the first NFT auctioned off. Sports NFTs have enjoyed massive popularity in recent months, with NBA Top Shot announcing last week that it passed 700 million in total sales in less than a year. So of course they want to get in on this. Every kind of venue, sports, music, this is where the future is heading. And, to talk more about, how early we are in the NFT space, I'm going to play you 2 clips together of Mike Novogratz and Gary Vee on TV talking about they understand that NFTs, just like all of crypto, are prone to bubbles. But long term, this does have value. And more than that, think about it like this. 30 years ago, most people were skeptical of the internet. Today, there isn't one part of society that hasn't been revolutionized by it. The same thing is going to happen with Bitcoin and NFTs and cryptocurrency. It's only a matter of time. So this is about a minute clip, 2 clips put together, just talking about it, talking about how early the NFT space is.
What I want to stress is we're not even in the first inning. Like the national anthem hasn't even been played in the NFT market. And so our plan here is to launch this Lou Gehrig speech. We'll drift out a few other pretty exciting NFTs over the time and then launch fully in the fall. The market's been hyped up. It's come off a little bit, but iconic things I think are going to continue to hold value. And Lou Gehrig's speech is one of the most iconic things in baseball. Cannot be in the entertainment space, the sports space, the IP space, the brand space, without really diving in and trying to understand how this is going to change the landscape. And so every major company is thinking about it. My advice to people has been go slow, right? You don't need to rush in. And we're trying to build partnerships for the long run. We don't even have that many ways yet that people are displaying NFTs, if it's in the virtual world or in the physical world. All of that's going to change in the next few years. Right? With home displays, with displays in the metaverse, right? On your phone, in your computers, on your Oculus headset. And so this is a frontier industry. Everyone's going to be part of it. It's going to change the way we think about advertising, about collectibles, about sports. It'll be fun.
Big changes always seem silly to everybody who's watching now until it's not. Social media was silly. The internet was silly. Things are fads until they're world changers.
Let's move forward. Talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and Doge. But first of all, a little bit of perspective, people. This is just a reminder that although the market, a lot of people are fearful now, and the market is in a short-term bear trend, if you would have hodled Bitcoin for at least 5 months, then you're up 25% on your investment, even with the most recent massive dip. So again, I say it's not timing the market, it's time in the market. And more people are interested in Bitcoin and crypto than ever. In fact, May was a great month. It was our second biggest month ever for many different metrics, including subscribers. So, hey, appreciate you all guys. I'm still incredibly long-term bullish. And there's plenty of reason to be on quality crypto projects. People selling Bitcoin is at its lowest levels since November. So there isn't too much selling going on. In fact, there's not a lot of selling going on and a lot of buying. Well, the question is, who's buying? Retail is stacking Bitcoin harder than they ever have in history. Look at this parabolic growth for people adding small amounts of Bitcoin, people stacking Bitcoin harder than ever. Very, very bullish. And even the big players. Canada's first Bitcoin ETF bought the dip. Purpose Bitcoin ETF started buying again and now owns 19,161 Bitcoin. So believe me, the dip is getting bought. The fundamentals look great. Bitcoin's Lightning Network is adding about 150 active channels every single week. Growth is accelerating. Watch this space. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I'm bullish on Ethereum. Ethereum holders have increased 8.16 million new Ethereum holders year to date. And Ethereum, many metrics are up. And I want to point out, actually, this is pretty interesting. A few Ethereum metrics that are bullish and also are, comparing them to Bitcoin, Ethereum is gaining ground and surpassing. So it's just interesting. Adjusted on-chain volume of Bitcoin and Ethereum surpassed 1 trillion in May. So again, they're both doing great. What's interesting is that ETH also surpassed Bitcoin for the first time. Something to pay attention to. ETH miner revenue increased 42.8% to a new all-time high of $2.35 billion. And again, I point out that this is the first time since June of 2017 that ETH miner revenue has been greater than Bitcoin mining revenue. So, there's plenty of reason to be bullish on Ethereum. Layer 2 is here, and it's awesome. This summer, EIP 1559, fees go to ETH holders. July, proof of stake merge, issuance down, goes to stakers, first quarter of 2022. DeFi goes mainstream. Ethereum continues scaling. ETH becomes ultrasound money. All of this in the next 9 months. Now, I'm not fully convinced that Ethereum is ultrasound money like some of these ETH maximalists. I like these guys a lot. My personal opinion, let's keep the money gold 2.0 store of value narrative with Bitcoin, and ETH can be the oil. ETH can be the oil because it's powering so many dApps and NFTs and different things built along with and on top of Ethereum. Anyway, so I'm both bullish on Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's get to some other news. LocalBitcoins, which used to be a peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading platform, is still a peer-to-peer trading platform, but is now moving beyond Bitcoin. LocalBitcoins is adding support for Doge, ADA, DOT, Link, and more. Pretty interesting. Shopify for NFTs launches on the Solana blockchain. In brief, Solana-backed Metaplex offers a new decentralized NFT protocol. Solana says the platform's cost and convenience will appeal to creatives. Metaplex will reportedly cost 35 cents to mint an NFT and $3 to auction. So Solana is an ETH competitor, and they're doing great. And I actually think the future is interoperable. But Solana, it remains to be seen whether Ethereum will be, the majority winner like Bitcoin is in its space. But Solana is definitely one to watch. We're in a bull market. Dogecoin continues surge over 20% following Coinbase listing. Dogecoin finally made its debut on Coinbase yesterday, and its price has shot up since. I remember in the bear market, a lot of people thought that the Coinbase pump was no more. But now that we're in a bull market, it's obvious that Coinbase listings are still a huge deal. And while I fully expect there to be bitter feelings about Dogecoin, maybe, when we're still in a bull market, but definitely when we're in a bear market, this speaks to the state of the market, bull market. Dogecoin Music Festival gets backing from Elon Musk. So this is an unofficial festival that they're trying to put together. Would you go to Doge Festival? Honestly, it looks kind of funny and cool. So if Doge Fest happens, we need Elon Musk to DJ, Grimes and Snoop Dogg to perform, bring your own dogs, Mark Cuban as an investor, Doge as payment for everything. What else? And Elon Musk says, sounds kind of fun. And I tend to agree. This sounds kind of fun, quite honestly. Kraken launches new mobile app for U.S. crypto traders, just like Coinbase has. I can't remember if Binance has this, but I wanted to point out that the plumbing, the infrastructure, the UI, the UX is only getting bigger and better. Feel free to follow up on either of these two videos popping up right now. And if you're new to the channel, you're going to want to subscribe because we drop a video every day. We keep you informed. Things are about to get big.